Hello students, welcome to the class. Today we will start a new lesson, The 100 Dresses Part 2, written by Albasor Esther. Let's know about the author. Albasor Esther is a renowned author. She is known for her children's stories. The 100 Dresses is one of her famous writings. She hailed from the US and was born in West Haven on May 9, 1906. Before studied about the chapter sketch of part 2, we will discuss about the part 1 of 100 dresses. In part 100 dresses, we have studied that Wanda Petronsky was a shy girl. She was very poor, and students of her school used to tease her for her Polish name, and suddenly she left the school without any prior intimation. So, in the second part, we will study that why she had left the school and what was the impact on her to being teased by her classmates. So let's start the chapter sketch of this lesson, The 100 Dresses Part 2. In the second part of the story, Wenda leaves the school without any prior intimation. She does not even attend the school when she was being announced a winner of drawing competition. Her father writes a letter to Miss Mason, her class teacher, about the reason of leaving the school. The students feel ashamed for their behavior, especially Peggy and Maddie. They both realize their mistake and write a letter to Wanda in a friendly manner. Wanda replies and requests Miss Mason to give her two drawings to Peggy and Maddie. Let's know about the characters of the story. In the story, the most important character is Wanda Petronsky. Wanda Petronsky was a poor Polish girl with a funny name who wears same blue dress always and boasts of having 100 dresses in her closet. Peggy Peggy always teases Wanda, creates a game to ask Wanda about dresses. Different from others, never made Wanda cry by teasing the most popular and pretty girl in the school. Peggy was a rich girl. Then Maddie always teases Wanda, very close friend of Peggy and also a poor girl, but never boasts like Wanda that having the 100 dresses in her closet. Miss Mason, Wenda's class teacher, who always helps the students and support them in the study. Let's see the explanation of the story. Introduction to the story. In the continuation of the previous lesson, the 100 Dresses Part 2 reveals why Wanda Petronsky had not been coming to school for a long time. The Petronsky family decided to move to a big city where no one would care about their unfamiliar name. they are going in a new city where no one will make the fun of their name. On hearing the note, Maddie and Peggy got anxious as they realized that they would never get a chance for making amends for all the teasing they had done. Both the girls get relieved only on learning that Venda liked them and had dedicated one of the 100 dresses drawing to each one of them. Atmosphere of class in starting. In the starting of the story, in the part 2, atmosphere of class is described that everyone was having a look at the amazing drawing Vanda had drawn and admiring it when the monitor of the class brought a piece of note for Miss Mason from the principal room. Miss Mason read that note multiple times as she couldn't believe what was written in it. Finally, she decided to gather the class to read it loud and clear. It was a letter from Vanda Petronsky's dad. She silenced for a while, which created tension in the mind of her students. She adjusted her spectacles, which made it clear now how important that note is. She began reading it, and everyone listened carefully. This is the note written by Venda's father. Dear teacher, my Venda will not come to your school anymore. Jack also. Jack was Venda's brother. Now we move away to big city and no more holler poller, no more ask why funny name. Plenty of funny names in the big city. Yours truly, Jen Petronsky. So this is the note, this is the letter written by Venda's father to her class teacher, Miss Mason. Reaction of class after reading the note. The letter began with a salutation to Miss Mason. Venda's father conveyed his intention of not sending both of his children to the school, Venda and Jack. He mentioned that they were shifting to another city, a big one, where no one would care enough about their strange name. A big city with a lot of people having weird names. Miss Mason was felt shocked and conveyed her disappointment to the class and asked everyone not to hurt anyone's feeling due to his or her name, and all the students felt ashamed for their own behavior. Peggy and Maddie's reaction. When Miss Mason left the class, everybody was silent and was feeling ashamed of their behavior towards Venda. Though Venda's father had not blamed them, but Peggy and Maddie were guilty of their behavior. Maddie was very upset, though she never teased Venda directly, but she remained a silent spectator and never stopped Peggy. Peggy, who teased Venda every time, also felt ashamed, and both of them decided to go to her home to seek forgiveness. So they went to her home. Repentance of Peggy and Maddie. After the school was over, both Peggy and Maddie went to Wenda's house at Boggin's Height. Peggy still believed that she had not done any harm, but Wenda had taken it otherwise. Wenda's house had a worn down look, but was neat and clean, just like her faded blue dresses. But the family had already left. Maddie was very upset and felt that she would never be able to express her gratitude to Wenda. Now she was feeling guilty on her behavior. A friendly letter to Wenda from Peggy and Maddie. Peggy tries to defend herself, although she felt sorry for her behavior. She said that if she had not teased Wenda about her 100 dresses, she would not have got such an idea to draw the dresses and won the consent. But Maddie decided that she would never be silent and opposed others against teasing anyone, even if she has to lose her friend. They wrote a letter telling Wanda about the result of drawing competition. They meant to ask forgiveness for their rude and mean behavior by doing so. So, both of the girls wrote the letter to Wanda. Wait for Wenda's reply. Maddie and Peggy waited long for Wenda's reply to their friendly letter. After a few months, they got the reply from Wenda addressed to Miss Mason. She asked Miss Mason to give the drawing of the green dress to Peggy and the blue one to Maddie. She told her that she had joined a new school but missed her old school and her teacher. Wenda's reply: Dear Miss Mason, how are you? And room 13. Please tell the girls they can keep those 100 dresses because in my new house I have 100 new ones, all lined up in my closet. I would like that girl Peggy to have the drawing of the green dress with the red trimming, and her friend Maddie to have the blue one for Christmas. I miss that school and my new teacher does not equalize with you. Merry Christmas to you and everybody. Yours truly, Wenda Petronsky. Reaction of Peggy and Maddie after the reply of Wenda. It was Christmas season and all the houses were decorated. Grocery stores were stocked with Christmas trees, candy, peppermint, sticks, and other Christmas stuff. The atmosphere was colorful and joyful. Maddie and Peggy took home their drawings very carefully. When Peggy realized that this gesture implied that Wenda liked them, they also assumed that she got their letter and everything was peaceful between them. Maddie, on the other hand, was quite sad because she would never be able to see that polished, tight-lipped girl again. She had never get a chance to make amends for her misbehavior. Maddie ran through the thoughts and pinned the dress on her wall. She could see her face in that dress, in the drawing. She ran over to Peggy's home and they both looked at the green dress with red trimming so that they could see Peggy's face in that drawing. Maddie started to cry, remembering all the insulting statements she passed for Venda, and Peggy consoled her. Both the girls were feeling guilty for their behavior towards Vanda. Now this is quiz time. Let's have some questions. Who wrote the note to Miss Mason? And options are Peggy, Maddie, Vanda's father, and Vanda herself. And the answer will be Vanda's father. Next question. What was the reaction of Miss Mason after reading the note? And options are confident and victorious, unhappy and disappointed, stressed and angry, happy and relieved. And the answer will be unhappy and disappointed. And now this is a short answer question for you. What did Mr. Petronsky's letter say? So, students, this is the question for you. What was written in the letter by her father? Thank you. Bye.